Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
But when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. Oh, I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me whenever you're in need. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever you road leads, we'll be right there with you. Wherever you road leads, we'll make your dreams come true. Next time, next time, next time, next day,
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for Monday, May the 8th, 2023. I'm Stasia Blake. In the headlines, St. Andrew Northwest MP Delma Thomas resigns as a member of the new National Party. Firefighters credited for saving the life of cafe resident in weekend house fire. Grenada to legislate and mandate education for students up to the age of 18. And Grenada to host the first ever National Cultural and Creative Industries Conference, Unleash. In regional news, Trinidad hosts empowerment workshop for young women. And in international news, U.S.-Mexico border Title 42 expected to end. And coming up in sports, national football player remanded on gun charges. Details right after this message.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. The undefeated 3-time Member of Parliament for St. Andrew Northwest, Delma Thomas, has resigned from the new National Party with immediate effect. Nisha Paul reports.
In a news release today, opposition MP Delma Thomas said, and I quote, "After prolonged considerations and discussion with the leaders of the constituency group of St. Andrew Northwest, I have tendered my resignation. I have handed my letter of resignation to the chairman of the NNP, Mr. Oliver Joseph. My continuation as a member of the party had become untenable following my many attempts to promote the democratization of the organization and the consequent orchestrated backlash from an extremely small section of the party's leadership. My attempts to properly represent the people of St. Andrew Northwest from within the organization has consequently been also frustrated. I will remain a member of Parliament and through the grace of God, intend to continue serving the people for this entire parliamentary term. I will also remain committed to the principles of good governance, truth, and solidarity. In short order, I will speak extensively on matters of politics, governance, and representation. I hereby ask my people, especially those in St. Andrew Northwest, to continue to hold me in their prayers." End of quote. quote. In a release today, the new National Party also confirmed Honorable Delma Thomas' resignation from the party. The new National Party thanked MP Thomas for her service to the party over the years and wished her the best in her future undertakings. The release also went on to state that their concentration as a party at this time remains the continued reorganization of the party's structures throughout the country, while also being focused on the many challenges confronting the people of Grenada. For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
The resources and manpower of the fire department of the Royal Grenada Police Force were put to the test over the weekend as fire tenders rushed to contain fires at various locations. GBN's news desk engaged Sergeant Adrian Pantru of the fire department.
3 fires on the same day at different locations and within hours of each other tested the capacity of the fire department. The quick response of officers attached to the fire department of the Royal Grenada Police Force saved the life of a male who was at home when his Cafe St. George home became engulfed in flames on Saturday.
On Saturday, sometime after around 2:30, we got a call of a structural fire in Cafe in St. George. I led a crew which responded, and on arrival there was a 2-story concrete structure which was engulfed in flames. Luckily, we were able to rescue a male occupant who was still in the house at the point in time. He was subsequently taken to the general hospital, and based on information, he's still there under observation. Relative to the cause of that fire, investigation has been conducted. However, a conclusive cause has not been identified as yet. And there's 3 occupants in that house. So it's the husband, his wife, and daughter. At the point in time, the husband was the only person at home. And when we got there, he was still inside. And as I stated, 2 of my personnel were able to go in, get him, and bring him out to safety.
According to Sergeant Panchu, around 5 p.m., officers at the Grenville Police Station responded to a fire in the Ford area. This, he said, required additional assistance.
Fire occurred sometime around 5 o'clock yesterday afternoon. We had persons from the Grenville Fire Station responding and then requesting assistance. So we had our crew from the Sutters Fire Station also coming down, and we also got cooperation and assistance from the persons from K&Co who came with a tanker and assisted with that fire. Additionally, yesterday afternoon, just around the time that we had that fire at Ford, our men here at Fire Headquarters were responding to a bushfire at Lamode. When we got the first call sometime around 17:15 or 5:15, we got a call for a vehicular fire at Cemetery Hill. The crew responded, and while at that scene, we got another call for a vehicular fire at Grand Mall. Those 2 fires were also dealt with as it relates to cause. The investigation into those fires have not been conducted as yet.
Grenadians are reminded that presently there is a no-burn policy in place. The Ministry of Agriculture has stopped the issuance of licenses for burning, and persons found in default can be held liable and face possible consequences.
So some of these bushfires, in a lot of instances, when we get to those areas, you can identify that someone started the fire. The difficulty is getting who started the fire. In some cases, persons started doing some cleaning up work as it relates to, in some cases, cultivation and building. So at this point in time, what we intend to do is revisit those scenes at some point in time in the future to try to elicit information as to who might have possibly started those fires, and there is a possibility that court action will be taken against these persons.
Overall, 12 fires were reported over the weekend: 6 bush fires, 2 rubbish fires, 2 vehicular fires, 1 dwelling house fire, and 1 warehouse fire, which officers are still trying to put out. Christina John, GBN News.
Meanwhile, the family of the man rescued from Saturday's house fire at Cafe is extending a heartfelt thank you to the members of the Royal Grenada Police Force for their prompt response and rescue on Saturday.
Thank God our fire services acted, and whoever is doing the report, if you can get that in, please let them know that the family is very grateful for the prompt and just remarkable service of the fire services. The firemen were on point. They responded quickly. From our estimation, we don't know who called, but whoever called, when the fire started, they came. When we checked the time spaces, they responded quickly, and we give God thanks for them. Throughout the process of investigating and everything, we encountered some very professional men. They are handling their business with excellence, and please get it in the report that the family is very grateful to the fire services and to the neighboring public.
That was Mrs. Amanda Harford Bartholomew. Although 3 people occupy the home, only one was at home at the time of the fire. He was taken to the General Hospital, where he's still warded. The relative provided an update on his status.
Burns that George has, it's just from smoke inhalation that he has to go through the process of clearing his lungs and getting all of these harmful gases out of his system and so on. He does have, his eyes are burning from the smoke and irritated. So yesterday he was using them fine, but this morning when I got there, he had them closed. They're running. It's good that it's running water and cleansing itself. Also, in my estimation, is 70% intact. They can actually power wash the area that is bad and actually live in the house while the repairs is going on. So it's not a total loss.
According to reports, the home is still habitable. The main structure was damaged by the fire, and 2 smaller wooden structures were totally destroyed.
Also, in my estimation, is 70% intact. They can actually power wash the area that is bad and actually live in the house while the repairs is going on. So it's not a total loss. The fire looks bad because there were 2 wooden buildings. One was a storage for his wife's business, the restaurant, and the other one for his farm with his bananas. So those 2 wooden buildings they totally gone, and that is what manifested all of that smoke and fire mostly. But the master bedroom, also the kitchen, the dining room, those are the areas that you can see is really lost. The living room is intact, just a lot of water damage, some of the furniture gone. But
it was a robbery matter that arose in Carriacou quite some time ago. The virtual complainant, unfortunately, is now deceased, so we are going to terminate the prosecution in that matter.
That was Crown Counsel in the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution, Howard Pinnock, who confirmed the nullification of the charges that were brought against Erasto and Isaiah Simmons, ages 42 and 45, respectively, by 73-year-old businessman Moulton Fleury. On September 25, 2016, the now-deceased Fleury alleged that he was attacked and robbed of $900 EC at gunpoint by 2 masked men in the Tebow area of Carriacou around 7 a.m. The incident reportedly occurred as the businessman, who was engaged in delivering soft drinks, cooking gas, animal feed, and other items, made his way to do drop-offs in the Mount Pleasant area. Reports at that time were that one of the attackers wielded a cutlass and the other a gun. Fleury, who claimed to have known one of the Simmons brothers for about 8 years, told police investigators at the time that he recognized one of the assailants who attacked him as he slowed down his truck as he approached a puddle of water. A piece of wood about 4 feet long with over 20 4-inch nails in it was recovered in the area where the alleged incident occurred. The men were represented in court by attorney Jerry Edwin.
They had admitted no role in this matter, and they were looking forward to a trial. However, in its wisdom, the Director of Public Prosecution's Office has nolly-prossed, that is, they've discontinued the case against the Simmons brothers because of the death of the virtual complainant in this case. So there was no complainant, and often when you see that in a criminal case, the prosecution will sometimes opt, as they did here, for the matter to be discontinued. So that case is finished.
The matter concluded when the Simmons brothers appeared before Justice Paula Guilford at the St. George's No. 1 High Court last Thursday. For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
This is News at 7. Coming up, Grenada to host the first ever National Cultural and Creative Industries Conference. Unleash. Stay with us.
In our part of the world, we need to be prepared for natural disasters like storms and hurricanes, even outside of the season. I'm sure you'll agree that keeping our loved ones, homes, and businesses safe is important. So, I came up with a few quick tips to help you stay safe. Familiarize yourself with your electrical panel, as it may be necessary to switch off the power during a storm or flood. Make sure you install a transfer or isolation switch to prevent your generator feeding electricity to Grenlec's line. If trees are too close to power lines, call Grenlec at 237 for advice. By following these easy steps, you will be well on your way to being hurricane ready. Don't be caught off guard by natural disasters. Prepare now. For more information, visit grenlec.com.
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pockets every month. Plus, now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
This Mother's Day, give your mom the gift of music, love, and excitement with Sunshine Promotions Night of Love Concert featuring the incredible Christopher Martin, Sanchez, and Vaughn. But that's not all. When you purchase your Night of Love ticket, you will automatically be entered into our Mother's Day sweepstakes. Win a Samsung Galaxy smartphone and more. Each week leading up to the event, we will be giving away fantastic prizes contributed by our event partners, including gift certificates, product vouchers, and service vouchers. And the best part, you can give the prize to your amazing mother or keep it for yourself. But remember, you must have a Night of Love ticket to win. So what are you waiting for? Get your Night of Love ticket today and be automatically entered into our Mother's Day sweepstakes. Visit GoToFed.com or any island-wide ticket outlet to purchase your tickets now. Terms and conditions apply.
The NLA is giving you you more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding Multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding Multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the Multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more, or free plays. With Multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more with Multi-X added to Playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
When I need shelter, warmth, security, I know you'll be there. Something in these moments lets me know you care. Maybe the way you shield me, maybe it's your smiles and the way you tell me it's okay to try. Now I'm invincible. I can back my sack. I can take the long road, 'cause it's okay to look back if I am scared. I know you're there. Arise, together there's no limit to what we can do. Arise, with no wings, fly. Arise, and we're so high, enjoy the view.
This is Ariza, your financial freedom, your future.
Treat mom this Mother's Day to a special concert as the Royal Grenada Police Force Band present Mother's Night Out. Mother's Night Out celebrity concert at the Grenada Trade Center, featuring live from St. Vincent, Alston Beckett Cyrus. Alston Beckett Cyrus. Beckett and Judy Boucher. Judy Boucher live, also featuring Dash and Friends. Raymond Matthew the Beast, Randy Isaac, Tamara Songbird, Samantha Dixon, Gregory McLean, Joel Hafford, and Paul Alexander. Hosted by Fatman George. Admission $75. It's Mother's Night Out, the celebrity concert. Showtime 6 p.m. at the Grenada Trade Center. Treat mom this Mother's Day. Stay tuned for more details. Treat mom this Mother's Day.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
Government is setting a foundation to ensure the students leave the education system more well-rounded. Sherry Ann Blackman-Stephen tells us more.
Government will launch its TVET program that reintroduces skills training in primary schools on Tuesday morning at the Woburn Methodist School. This is just one of several initiatives intended to enhance the quality of education provided for students in Grenada. Education Minister David Andrew made the announcement during the recent sitting of the Senate as he revealed plans to make education mandatory up to the age of 18 and to expand the capacity of the tertiary institutions in the country.
We are putting things in place to do 2 things. 1, to legislate that education be made mandatory till age 18. Rather than leaving school at 16, 15 turning 16, 16, and us going on the breadline and saying, I want to work on creating further problem for programs like the Imani program, we are going to give them these additional 2 years, mandatorily. That's currently being looked into, to give them that opportunity to get further skilled to address many of the skills gaps.
He also disclosed government's intention to fulfill its promise to make education free of cost for students, including the T.A. Marshu Community College.
We are already doing the preparatory work to make sure that TAMC tuition fees are no longer something that our students and their parents will have to find come September 2022. Give some table now for that. 2023, yeah. So my staff, they're working currently to do all the behind-the-scene numerical figures and calculations with TAMCC, setting up a framework to ensure that who registers and who duly gets into coming out of secondary school, that we have a mechanism to do the transfer of payments and all of that.
Government is also working towards reintroducing history into the school's curriculum for the upper primary students and lower secondary students. Civics will also be reintroduced.
So the material will be ready. There are training seminars planned for the Summer Institute that we're going to have in July during the break to prepare our teachers to use the material.
In addition, Minister Andrew announced more scholarship opportunities for students in collaboration with Dr. Randy Glean, a professor of Grenadian descent who is associated with Illinois University.
He is organizing a visit of several of his high-powered university team members, some of them presidents and all of that, to visit Grenada in June 2023 to scout and to share of the opportunities and to discuss potential collaborations with about 6 or 7 universities in the United States and Canada with whom we can have collaborations.
Cherry and Blackman Stephen, GBN News.
Grenada's Office of Creative Affairs has announced the first ever National Cultural and Creative Industries Conference. It's called Unleash. Unleash will be held from May the 10th to the 12th, 2023 at the Radisson Grenada Beach Resorts Convention Center. The conference aims to initiate dialogue about the development of Grenada's creative industries by bringing together key stakeholders to discuss ways to enhance these industries and promote sustainable economic growth. The creative industries have the potential to make significant contributions to Grenada's economy, and the government of Grenada recognizes this potential and has taken a proactive step to prioritize its development. Unleash is a step towards this goal, seeking to begin the discussion and conceptualize how Grenada can take advantage of this opportunity. Participants at Unleash will include artists and designers, cultural practitioners, policymakers, entrepreneurs, and academics. The conference will focus on exploring the current state of Grenada's creative industries, identifying the challenges and opportunities that exist, and discussing potential solutions to address these issues. Advisor and Special Envoy for ICT and the Creative Economy in the Ministry of Economic Development and Planning, Mr. Orlando Romaine, said activities will include speeches and panel discussions, workshops, and networking opportunities. Preparations continue for Grenada's 50th anniversary of independence on February 7th, 2024. The National Celebrations Committee has launched its 50th anniversary of independence logo design competition and is inviting Grenadian graphic designers to participate. The selected design will be commissioned by the National Celebrations Committee to be used on billboards and T-shirts, commemorative flags, and other memorabilia. Designs should reflect Grenada's Golden Jubilee year, showing the use of the vibrant colors, and should be easily adaptable to various sizes. All entries should be submitted to the email address ncc@gov.gd. That's N as in no, C as in cat, C as in cat, @gov.gd. And no later than midnight on Friday, June the 23rd, 2023. And such a beautiful sight to behold at the end of the GBN Eyesaw lens. Let's take a look.
A good eye captures all. GBN Eyesaw is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. Clear Vision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Clear Vision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
Our citizen journalist tonight is proudly displaying some purple and red orchids captured at Margaret's Hillside Garden at Upper St. John St. Andrew. Purple orchids are often seen as symbols of royalty and wealth. They can also be used to express admiration, respect, or dignity. As with most red blooms, red orchids are associated with desire, passion, and love. They can be given as a way to say I love you or to express deep affection. Red orchids can also be used to symbolize strength, courage, and respect. Orchids have been cultivated and used by humans for centuries, not just for decoration and gifting, but also for medicinal and culinary purposes. These flowers are usually pollinated by bees, wasps, and flies, but many orchids also utilize moths, butterflies, fungus gnats, or birds to cross-pollinate their flowers. We thank our citizen journalist for this beautiful and timely submission. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
And still to come, a weekend of multiple vehicular accidents and serious injuries. Stay with us.
A mother is really amazing and incredible. Give her an amazing spa experience at Nirvana Health Spa with our exotic cherry rose relaxing packages. Choose from our exotic cherry rose feet care package, which includes jelly feet soak, relaxing pedicure, feet care facial, and a glass of rose wine for only $2.40. Or entice mom with our cherry rose body care package. This includes full body exfoliation, hot stone back massage, facial, and a glass of rose wine for only $4.40. Or why not surprise mom with both packages? She deserves it, right? Call us on 231-6642 or 418-7115. Visit nirvana.gd for more info. Gift certificates are also available. We are located in the Regency Commercial Suites, Grand Anse Main Road, in close proximity to the Food Fair Shopping Center, Nirvana Health Spa, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We know real body care. These specials go up until June 4, 2023. Terms and conditions apply. Treat mom for this Mother's Day.
High impact doors and windows can be yours. Now available at Caribbean Shutters Windows and Doors. Agents for Domus Windows and Doors. Get custom-made UPVC products with a 20-year warranty on frames and a 5-year warranty on hardware, complete with installation and so much more. Visit our showroom at 11 Frequente Industrial Park, St. George, or call 439-1293, or visit our website at www.domuswindows.com.
And so it begins, a journey like none other. Every moment has the potential to be unforgettable. Bring home a piece of the tropical green forest with every emerald. Capture the sparkling light of flawless water in a diamond. Make the sunrise and sunsets last forever. With precious colored gemstones, the essence of happiness is in our most precious memories. So when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will last forever. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Big money, money, money. $3,000 every week for 3 months.
What?
Yes, it's the NLA's Crazy Cash Giveaway Promotion. Every week from April 11th to June 30th, 3 lucky Daily Games customers will randomly win $1,000 each week. Imagine winning as much as $36,000 in 12 weeks.
How?
Spend $12 in a single purchase on Daily Cash 4, Daily Pick 3, or Playway. Look for the words Cash Winner on your tickets to collect $1,000. The more you spend $12 on your favorite daily games, the more chances you have to win. Must be 18 or older to participate. All prizes must be collected by July 7th, 2023. Other terms and conditions apply. See stores for details. NLA, making your dreams come true. Money, money, money.
Hello. I am Pettifer Lewis, the Executive Director of the Grenada Chamber of Industry and Commerce, representing the private sector. From where I sit, I can see how volatile both the local, regional, and international economies can be as a result of financial shocks, pandemics, natural disasters, among others. Having the NIS Unemployment Benefit Program is certainly a step in the right direction. This will help to alleviate the burden that arises from unemployment. Remember that people who are employed not just support themselves, but support family members as well. The NIS Unemployment Benefit Program will play a very important role in assisting our citizens to mitigate hardships while keeping the local economy stimulated during future challenges like these. This is a very good program, very good initiative, and I support it.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
Welcome back. It was a busy weekend for the Traffic Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force. Multiple injuries were recorded and quite a few persons were hospitalized as a result of vehicular accidents on the weekend. Details in this report.
And once investigation have concluded in those accidents, and we find a persons or whoever is at fault of those accidents, the necessary action will be taken against those persons for whether it's breach of regulation or inactions that drivers fail to do when driving along the nation's road.
Corporal Troy Paul, officer attached to the Traffic Department, says they have been compelled to do what is necessary to curb the number of motor vehicular accidents occurring on the nation's roads, which entails laying of charges and fines. St. George's, according to reports, has the highest recorded number of accidents, with 20 accidents reported during the periods of Friday, May 5th to Monday, May 8th. A number of occupants of the vehicles involved sustained injuries, and some remain warded at the General Hospital.
It was a relatively busy weekend for members of the Traffic Department along the Tri-Island state of Grenada. Over that weekend, we saw a total of 20 accidents were reported among various stations. From Friday, we had a total of 12 minor accidents, including one serious. Saturday, we saw 4 minor accidents, and Sunday, we had 3 minor accidents. In relation to the serious accident which occurred on Friday at Wester Hall in St. David, which involves a minibus and a SUV van. As a result of that accident, 12 persons were taken to the general hospital to seek medical attention. They were injured as a result of the accident. We also have information that one of the persons who were involved in that accident received spinal injuries and are still warded at general hospital.
Monday morning's accident at Cafe Junction in St. Andrew involving a truck and a car left 2 people seeking medical attention.
For the year 2023, the traffic department has recorded over 200 accidents on a monthly basis, from January right up to the month ending April. And we're seeing that trend, and also we're seeing that there's an increase compared to 2022, with accidents were in the 180s and it fluctuated, but we're seeing a consistency in accidents over 200 for the year 2023.
The traffic department continues to emphasize the importance of road safety to both motorists and pedestrians. Christelina John, GBN News.
Shaquem Murphy, a 20-year-old carpenter apprentice, along with a juvenile, both of Paradise St. Andrew, were arrested and jointly charged by police with the offense of rape. The offense was allegedly committed in July 2022 at Telescope St. Andrew. And in a separate incident, Tyrone Forteau, 21 years of age, Timon Daniel St. Clair, a 22-year-old warehouse attendant, Javon Robertson, who's 19 years old and unemployed, as well as 2 juveniles, all of Paradise St. Andrew, were arrested and jointly charged for the offense of rape. The offense was allegedly committed on the 30th of April, 2023, at Grand Let, St. Andrew. They all appeared at the Grenville Magistrates Court today. Mr. Murphy, Mr. Forteau, Mr. St. Clair, and Mr. Robertson were remanded to His Majesty's prison, while the 3 juveniles were remanded to the Grand Bacolet Juvenile Center. They're all scheduled to reappear in court on Thursday, the 11th of May, 2023. Mazenga John, a 43-year-old woman of Duquesne St. Mark, is currently serving time at His Majesty's prison for non-payment of a fine. John was committed to serve the term of 11 months and 7 days starting on May the 5th after being convicted for the offense of violation of privacy and then failing to pay the requisite fine. John, who was convicted in February 2020 at Guave Magistrate Court, was ordered to pay a fine of $25,000 by February 2023. or spend 1 year in prison. Up to the time of her imprisonment, she had paid only $600. Violation of privacy is a very serious offense, and the maximum penalty for which is a fine of $200,000 or imprisonment for 3 years, or both the fine and imprisonment. Stay with us. We'll have the sports report for you when we return.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Gittins WeatherGuard Pro. For every project, there's only one Pro.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Wharf. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
The NLA is giving you more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more, or free plays. With multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more with multi-X added to Playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
For when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. Oh, I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me whenever you're in need. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever your road leads, we'll be right there with you. Wherever your road leads, we'll make your dreams come true. Next side, next side, next side, right next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
And now for a look at what's been happening in the world of sports. Grenada's national football player Taj Joseph has been remanded to Richmond Hill Prison in connection with a gun-related incident that occurred during the 2023 St. Mark Day celebration. The 28-year-old offender for the Spice Boys is facing 3 charges: possession of a firearm and ammunition, and attempted non-capital murder. The St. John Sports Club player was only recently reinstated to the senior men's national team after serving a 2-year suspension from all Grenada Football Association's competitions. Joseph, who is represented by attorney Peter David, will remain in prison until May 22nd, when he's scheduled to make his next court appearance. Sunsetters FC have widened their lead in the race to promotion to the GFA Premier League. The GFA Conference playoffs continued over the weekend with 2 exciting matches. Happy Hill got the better of St. David 2-0, while St. Andrews Football League went down to Sunsetters 1-0. Out front is Sunsetters FC with 13 points, followed by Happy Hill FC with 9 points, and in third, Shamrock SC with 7 points. And Windward Islands got the better of Guyana in their first match at Canary Cricket Centre in the CG United Super 50 Cup. Windward Islands women's won by 9 wickets with 172 balls still remaining. The best women cricketers in the West Indies are participating in the CG United Super 50 Cup and T20 Blaze tournaments being played from the 8th to the 27th of May. 6 regional teams are participating in the tournament. Barbados are defending champions in the CG United Super 50 Cup, and Jamaica, the defending champions of the T20 Blaze. Meanwhile, Barbados and West Indies women's captain Hayley Matthews will miss the T20 Blaze tournament as she's been granted a recovery period after the CG United Super 50 Cup as part of CWI's player workload management. The CG United Super 50 Cup matches are being played at 3 venues: Warner Park, the Canary Cricket Centre, and St. Paul's Sports Complex. In each of the 5 rounds, all 3 matches will take place concurrently. And Trinbagonian may be back. A Trinbagonian may be back in the English top flight as early as next season, this time from another vantage point. We get more in this TTT News report.
Former Soca Warriors head coach Dennis Lawrence has been in the dugout at Coventry as first-team coach since July 1st, 2021, and has led the group on a couple occasions. This season, the Sky Blues have had to claw their way into the upper reaches of the supersized English Championship division. An unbeaten 6-match run on a stretch that has only seen them defeated once in 16 has them 5th of the 24 teams. Of the teams in the coveted top 6 places, Coventry has won the least. 18 victories, 15 draws, and 12 defeats sees them perched on 69 points. On Monday, they face Michael Carrick's 4th place Middlesbrough. A draw will secure their top 6 finish. A win will put the teams in the 2-legged playoff semi-final. Should they fail to win at Borough, then Coventry would be left hoping for results elsewhere to go their way, with Millwall and Blackburn Rovers playing each other, while Sunderland are away to Preston North End and West Brom travel to Swansea City in the games that matter for the final 2 playoff spots, up for grabs on the final day of the campaign. The 2019-2020 EFL League One champions are keen on returning to the Premier League after dropping out of the First Division at the end of the 2000-2001 season. Lawrence was TNT senior men's head coach from 2017 to 2019 and has continued his education while simultaneously impacting the Sky Blues brand and dressing room positively since his appointment.
And stay with us. When we return, we'll take a look at what's been happening in other regions around the world today. And now for a look at what's been happening around the region and the wider globe today. Antigua and Barbuda's ambassador to the Organization of American States, Sir Ronald Sanders, says misinformation and disinformation were on display in the lead-up to the January 18th general elections in Antigua and Barbuda. He was addressing the OAS's Permanent Council on World Press Freedom Day on Wednesday. He quoted from the World Press Freedom Index, which warns that the misuse of artificial intelligence is among the factors posing mounting threats to the quality and reputation of journalism.
I had personal experience of this, Mr. Chairman, in the recent general elections in Antigua and Barbuda, where foreign firms hired for political purposes manufactured false information on almost a daily basis, making elections a very complex matter now in which political parties have to contest. They are dealing with lies, distortions, untruths, and they are being passed off as reality. All of this to influence publics to make decisions.
The She Empowerment Foundation, in collaboration with the YMCA, hosted their first holistic development workshop for young girls, titled the Sisterhood Empowerment Workshop in Arima. We get more in this TTT News report.
The She Empowerment Foundation, in collaboration with the YMCA, hosted their first holistic development workshop for young girls titled the Sisterhood Empowerment Workshop in Arima. Minister in the Ministry of Education and Member of Parliament for Dabity O'Meara, Lisa Morris-Julian, said programs like these that aim to empower young women and girls are actually building the future of a modern society.
Even in this stage, gender equity, while it is becoming the norm in Trinidad and Tobago, it's very important that we let young women know from early on they're entitled to whatever they want, and we just have to give them the skills and the support so that they can get it.
Passionate about the positive development of young women, guest speaker, makeup artist Vereen Harewood encouraged young women to take advantage of programs like these, as it can only serve to improve the quality of their lives.
The program is going to equip the younger women with information that they truly need to make good decisions for their life. So yes, a lot of the time women are the head of the household, and even if that might be a situation in the future, I think they'll be better able to deal with it.
The COVID-era policy, also known as Remain in Mexico, which allows border authorities to rapidly expel migrants, is set to expire on May 11th. We get more details in this report.
This morning, pressure mounting along the U.S.-Mexico border as the end of Title 42 creeps closer. In Juarez, Mexico, just across the river from El Paso, a growing number of tents line the riverbank. In Brownsville, Texas, clothes and trash left near the Rio Grande River by groups that were apprehended by Border Patrol. On Thursday, Title 42, the pandemic-era policy that allows agents to quickly expel migrants because of COVID concerns, will sunset. Officials predicting up to 10,000 migrants crossing the border each day, far beyond the 3,500 per day authorities can comfortably handle.
If it does spike next week, we're going to be ready to handle that.
Across the river in Matamoros, desperation at a tipping point. There's no electricity or running water here. Lucia Gomez and her 2-year-old daughter Jessica have been living in that Matamoros camp for 5 months, unable to get an appointment to request asylum. Her patience is dwindling as the dangers of living here get worse. On the ground with Border Patrol in Texas, Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas tells us they are surging resources to the border.
We are maximizing the resources we have to deliver the most efficient result. We are doing so within a system, an immigration system, that is fundamentally broken.
And that's what's been happening around the globe. We'll have a recap of the news when we return. And now for a recap of the night's top headlines. St. Andrew Northwest MP Delma Thomas resigns as a member of the new National Party. Firefighters credited for saving the life of cafe resident in weekend house fire. Grenada to legislate and mandate education for students up to the age of 18. And Grenada to host the first ever National Cultural and Creative Industries Conference called Unleash. In regional and international news, Trinidad hosts Empowerment Workshop for young women. And U.S.-Mexico border Title 42 is expected to end. In sports, national football player remanded on gun charges. If you missed any part of this newscast, there will be a repeat broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at www.gbn.gd or on GBN Television Facebook page or YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Stasia Blake, and that's the news. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a pleasant evening.
NIS, our team proudly works to support the evolving needs of Grenadians. We have made some changes to our